Hello and welcome to the F2 Deck Division Championship, Game 1. Teams have just finished their warm-up. Goalie's a little slow on the uptake, so they took their time figuring out which side they're starting on. Opening face-off is about to take place. It looks like it's Phil Gambino in red, the Skateless Allies in red, against the Ballbusters. And here we go. Duluth with it, right off the shot, right off the face-off, whips a wrist shot immediately. Kunakil calmly bats it down, sweeps it over to Doug Stewart, who gets it out. Doug Stewart, one of the players to watch tonight, number 1 on your scorecard in the blue on defense there, right along the blue line. Here's Tony Mascalco, takes a long distance shot. Kunakil watches it hit his pads, and they send it back out. Ballbusters battling for a shot. Mascalco comes in. There's another shot while he's down. It's behind the net. Tough to say what's going on down there. My view, of course, is the same as your view. Here's Doug Stewart now. Actually, here comes a slap shot by Phil Gambino. That's blocked. Frankie Canassi, number 98, the crafty center for the Ballbusters. Of course, he's one of the players to watch tonight. He's very, very hot. Red hot, in fact. He's got 3 goals in his last 3 halves. Back to the point for Doug Stewart. The blast! Right on! Into the corner it goes. Ballbusters recover. Get another shot. Leone sending it up along the wall for Duluth, and out it goes. As Doug Stewart pursues, sending it over for his partner Tom Nixdorf, who goes back the other way. Kept in by by Mike Randy, excuse me. And the battle in that far corner. Leone back for, I think that's Mike Randy. Dulude chasing that down. And they'll come out with it. That's Danny Adamczyk sending it down, or trying to. And that's swung at there by Pat O'Connor, as we have two defensemen on the same side for the Allies. O'Connor coming back, though. Sending it up along the wall where there's three players in teal. Cooperman out there now for the Allies, playing center. Back in front, over to the other side. Duluth sends it back down for the Allies to reset. Doesn't quite work. Back to Stewart at the point. He gets a shot. And it looks like that might have been a goal. Let's see. Was it a goal? No, not a goal. Okay. Saw some sticks tapping right after Doug Stewart takes a shot. That's usually a good sign that Doug Stewart has scored. And we do know that he likes to score against the Allies. Okay, the action goes underway. Now I believe that's Dan Leone out there. Ballbusters with the run of the play early on here. Long distance shot by Talbot. And it looks like that's a goal, folks. Looks like a high wrister by Brian Talbot, former member of the Allies, former longtime member of the Allies. He's played for the Roller Allies and the Deck Allies. And he appears to have the Ballbusters up early, 1-0 here. As he backhands it back down. Pat O'Connor with it. Allies looking for some offense here. Dulude trying to get it in deep, could not. Leone will give it another shot for him. Back to Dulude, back across. Schrey moving in against Kunakil. Dulude trying to clean up. Where is it? It's in the air. Little dab. Manchak sending it up along the wall. Leone trying to keep it in, could not. So he chases that down. Goes back the other way for Pat O'Connor. Pat O'Connor, one of 3 PISA rookies this season, as he has the ball, walking all the way in. Shot! Kunakil came out, cut off the angle, as O'Connor went coast to coast. Now Dulude working on it. In front, back to Leone. He winds up. It's deflected, getting through. Dulude with it now. As the Allies keep the pressure on. First sustained pressure they've had so far. Dulude still with the ball. Oh, and that pass intercepted. He wanted Pat O'Connor, and instead he found a ball buster. All the way down the other way as Miscalco drops the mitt on it to stop play. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone now for the Ballbusters. Nixdorf and Stewart talking on the point there, what they're going to do. Looks like Casey McCormick is going to take this draw. I believe that's Casey. Casey with 1 goal. Known more as a roller player. Has dabbled in deck over the last several years. Steps in for the draw, tries to go forward. Coop wins it. Joe Cooperman, an emerging center for the Allies. Nice breakout pass for Schrey, but he couldn't get it over the line. Leone has to come back, trying to beat McCormick to it. Takes it away. And Miscalco drops that mid on it once again as Cooperman comes off for Phil Gambino. The only change to be made here. And we'll see the battle of 2 right-handed shots in the face-off circle again. McCormick clearly going forward, but not against Gambino, as Leone sends it around. But that's intercepted by the Ballbusters. He wanted O'Connor, and again found a Ballbuster. Forward there. Schrey trying to get it over the line. Stewart won't let him. Stewart wanting that shot. The straight comes down, and it's turned over. Nixdorf to Stewart. And the Allies have to touch up here. Leone long shot. Where is it? It's along the wall as Leone, a defenseman, pinching up. Kept in now by Gambino. Across for O'Connor, but it was bouncing. Tried the one-time shot, couldn't do it. Sends it back in for Schrey. Gambino chasing it down. Coming back out for Miscalco along the wing. Slap shot. Good shot by Miscalco. Bounced off the back wall. And the Ballbusters send it all the way down under pressure from Schrey. Here's O'Connor. Looking, finding Schrey. He's got room. Passes it across, intercepted. Here's O'Connor. Up the middle for Leone, who's still playing forward. And that means Gambino still playing defense. O'Connor chasing this one back down. Looks like he's got Deb Carpenter on him. He tries to get it to Gambino, cannot. Carpenter intercepts. And so far, the Ballbusters doing everything right. Gambino now with it. Crosses the line. Trying to find Schrey. Cannot. And we have a whistle there. As referee Jimbo Brunetti jogs towards the ball. And we'll have a face-off. 11:28 to go here. In the first half, Ballbusters leading 1-0. Frankie Canassi, number 98, back out now for the Ballbusters. And if you weren't sure who is the player to watch, let's help you with that. He is the player to watch in this game. 2 goals in last night's semifinal win, and he has 3 goals in his last 3 halves. He's hot, folks. Normally known as a playmaker, kind of a reluctant shooter, but not lately. As another offsides call is made here, we'll have another face-off. Gambino stepping in against Canassi. 2 veteran centermen. Canassi wins it forward. Is Mike Randy, one of the 3 previously mentioned rookies this season for the Allies. It's Mike Randy, Thomas Schrey, and Pat O'Connor. Here's Randy chasing it down now. He's a lefty. Going up along the wall here for Tony Miscalco, but a little out of reach for him as Talbot kept it in, and the clock ticks down to the 10-minute mark, where eventually we will have a goalie timeout. And they're going to do it now. Halfway through the halves, they are mandating an automatic water timeout. Uh-oh, here comes a shot by Canassi. That's how he scored against Mike Miscalco last week. Right from about that spot, too. Or at least about that distance. But it was blocked by Gambino, so nothing to it. Talbot sends it all the way down for O'Connor. So one lefty defenseman to another. O'Connor for Miscalco. Tony couldn't quite get that. Pat in the corner. Randy by himself. Taken away by Deb Carpenter. As Canassi runs in with Deb Carpenter all alone in front. The Allies defenseman pitching in early in this game and leaving themselves open for some opportunities, as now Tony trying to battle through, trying to get that pass across for Dulude. Can't do it. Long shot by Pat O'Connor goes wide. And here's Talbot going long. Dulude finds it, rips the shot. Kept in by O'Connor. There's Cooperman with it. Centers. Oh, big shot right on. Kunakil picked it up, but a little bit on the late side. As the race comes in with Miscalco, I thought he had it, but I guess he didn't. Back down at the other end, Casey McCormick. He's going to shoot from that corner. Unchallenged, he walked out of the corner. And behind the net on the other side for Mike Randy, now Miscalco covers it up. And we'll see if they do that mandatory water break for the goalies. Doesn't look like it. Goalies, like everyone else, have to wear masks since about the last 10 days or so under the new state mandate because of the rising numbers in the state of Connecticut due to the coronavirus epidemic. And because they have no opportunity to ever get that mask off for a water break, that's one of the new rules. Oh, that shot taken away from Doug Stewart. Boy, he wanted that, but his own teammate took it away from him. Meanwhile, the pressure stays on. I think that's Sean Michael Davey. I'm not sure if he realized that Stewart was right there. Nonetheless, he took it away. Still got the face-off, and now we'll see if they can win. Nope, they're not even going to try to win it to Stewart. But it does go back to Nixdorf, who I think tried to go to Stewart. Looks to me like Nixdorf wants to find his buddy Doug Stewart. And now the Allies are dealing. Dulude, the other way for a beautiful pass for Coop. He gets a shot right on. Backhands it across. Here's Schrey looking around. Centers. Picked off. Another pass picked off here by the Allies. Or from the Allies, I guess I should say. Here's Leone along the wall here for Dulude. Are they offside or not? They are. McCormick against Cooperman. Leone with it now. Across for O'Connor. Not the sharpest pass, but O'Connor has it now. He's looking around. Will he try Coop up the middle? Yeah, he did. Kumakil kicking it out. Doug Stewart trying to dump it. A big part of the Ballbusters game lately has been to dump it. They don't play a speed game. They don't even try. They would like to get the lead early on, and if they can do that, then they are content to just run that clock down. No water break for the goalies. 10 o'clock game. Some things get shaved off. This might be one of those. Canassi versus Cooperman. Stewart back for O'Connor. Rister, long shot. Where is it? In the air. Off a rafter. Now over the purple line. Kept in. Dulude. Twisting, turning. Leone back to Dulude. Misses him. Goes in the corner. Stewart coming back behind the net for support. Dulude with it now. Leone trying to keep it in. Briefly does, but Canassi with it now. Crosses the red line. And now the battle in the corner. Canassi giving Leone everything he can handle. Cooperman battling. Here's Leone with it. Going the other side for O'Connor. And he has it. Holds up. Has it knocked off his stick briefly. Sees Leone. Sees Cooperman. Stewart dumping it all the way back down. Expect to see more of that, folks. Running clock. 2 halves. Almost at the end of the first one. Nixdorf. Far side. But O'Connor jumps in as Dulude tags up just in time. O'Connor with possession. Looks. Tries to center. Can't. Stewart picks it off. Throws it to the other side for Carpenter and heads to the net. Carpenter centers. Into the corner it goes. O'Connor's going to get here first, it looks like. And he appears to have it. Coming back the other way now for Schrey. He pushes it ahead, but referee Jimbo Brunetti getting in the way. Allies fans not going to be happy about that. Here comes Dulude. Holds up. Looks around. He wants Leone. He gets Leone. Leone rips a shot right on. In the air. And here's Stewart with it now. Stewart yet to take one of his patented long-distance shots. You know he's going to have to get 1 or 2 because he usually does. Here's O'Connor. Up the wall here for Schrey as Canassi pinches in on him a little bit. Schrey try to get it out, but gives it to the center. And now Canassi shot into the corner. Leone working on, I think that's Davey. And Tony gets it out. Ballbusters completely dominating this game so far. As Tony Mascalco chases that shot in, forcing the faceoff in the offensive zone for the Allies. Frankie Canassi, what a year he's had. 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points, has led the Ballbusters in all of those categories. Although he is now taking a break. McCormick comes out. Gambino wins a draw. Mike Randy trying to get that shot. Goes all the way through. I believe this is Talbot throwing it into the middle. And there's Mike Randy with a little bit of pursuit. Now O'Connor up the wall here for Schrey. He's got some room. But he's got to deal with that long stick of Talbot. And Davey sends it all the way down. Holds up. The dive to try and get it to Schrey. It works out. Schrey sends it down. And now he battles Talbot to the corner. Good work by Schrey. Centers it, but again picked off. Kept in by O'Connor? No, not kept in. Oh, we got some talking here. Schrey and Talbot. Talbot does not like it when you beat him in the corners. Talbot is also not willing to throw a punch. So more likely than not, he is trying to simply just get Schrey to take the extra penalty. Didn't work out. Instead, both players have a penalty. And so we should continue here 5-5. As Doug Stewart comes running back out. He was off, now he's on. Back the other way. And here's Mike Randy. That breakout pass is interrupted. Randy loses control of it. Along the wall it goes here. O'Connor trying to get it to Tony Mascalco does. Tony gets it over the line, forcing Stewart to chase this one down hard. Delude on the other side, centers it. Here's Phil Gambino, looking around, finds the point. Mike Randy, shot, it's right on, no rebound. Kunin Keel puts an end to all that business. And we'll have a face-off with under a minute to go here. McCormick going up. Mascalco there. Off the stick of Mike Randy, who was hoping to be able to settle that down for a shot. Instead, we've got a face-off in the offensive zone for the Ballbusters. Casey McCormick, not normally a center, looking like he wants to win everything forward. He's a right-handed shot on the left side. What will he do? Still goes forward. Oh, kind of went back though, didn't he? Shot from the point. No one's celebrating. Not even Deb Manchak, who I think took the shot, but I'm not sure. She's number 7 back there on defense now. Interesting move here by the Ballbusters. 3, 2, 1. Manchak with another shot. And that ends the half. Ballbusters with a very successful first half. They've played Ballbusters hockey here. They've done exactly what they wanted. They wanted the early lead, and they want to start dumping it and milking that clock and just ragging it down. So that's what they've done so far. The Allies are going to have to try to find a way to be a little bit sharper, other than defensemen just pinching it up. The Allies entered this game, one of the hottest teams in the division. They had a week, last week in fact, where they won 3 games in 5 days. That surge, that 3-game winning streak allowed them to surge past everyone from 3rd place into 1st. And that brought them to tonight's game, where they earned a bye. That also meant that the Ballbusters, who had been in 1st place, were forced into a 6 o'clock showdown with the Yellow Jackets last night. 1-game semifinal, sudden death. 1-game series. all that business, and they won it. They had the lead early, and they held it all the way, and they played ball busters hockey, and so here we are. I believe Talbot was one player who was not present in last night's game. He's here now, and he's had a few minutes to get a break, so we'll see what happens with him. Him and Shrey. That ought to be fun to watch. 15 seconds on the clock for both of those fellas. Ballbusters leading here 1-0. If you've just joined us late, all of this streaming action provided by memorytovideo.com. I'm Joey Delgado, announcing this action for you. And here's Mike Randy. Gambino to Randy. Here's Dulude, takes a shot. Looks like Dulude has been taking more of a slapper lately. Leone with the stick in the air, wanting the pass, didn't get it. It's dumped down, and he runs in and gets it. Whoops, lost control. Here's Tony Miscalco. Nice play by Tony Miscalco. Over for Dulude, gets it over the line, but then loses control. Stewart sending it right back up. Into the middle. One more pass coming. Yep. Oh, you know Canassi wanted Deb Carpenter there. He tried that backhand pass. Canassi with eyes in the back of his head. You just knew he saw her there, but couldn't quite execute what he wanted. Doug Stewart keeping it in. Danny Adamczyk providing all that action down there, number 9. But meanwhile, it's back the other way for Dulude. Got a little time. Centers it for Gambino. He misses the pass. I believe this is Adamczyk again with Leone on him. The battle of the Dans. Stewart coming in late. Wow, just missed on that side. And Mike Randy battling, getting it to Dulude. Can't get it over the line. Randy does. Leone bent over, thinking about how much he's been running so far. You can see he's pretty far away from that blue line, folks. Miscalco trying to keep it in, cannot. Here's Leone. Back for Miscalco, but the bounce pass didn't work. McCormick tries to throw the shot on net. Miscalco jumping up for it, couldn't get there. Mike Randy wanting to go up the wall for Dulude, who settles it down with his foot. Gets it over the red line. Looks like he wants another long shot. Like I said, looks like Dulude all of a sudden has been shooting longer distances than he normally does. Mike Randy being pressured. Goes to the other side for Leone. He's got 2 ball busters on him. He's got Mike Randy underneath the net. Sends it over to Randy. Loses control of it, though. Leone tips it up to a waiting Doug Stewart. He backhands it into the corner. Mike Randy wanting Dulude. He gets Dulude. He moves around Manchak. Still with control as he heads into that left corner. Mike Randy coming off. Here's Pat O'Connor in now. Dulude did not see him. Right in front for Tony Miscalco. And the Ballbusters try to dump this as O'Connor jumps in. And now that should be an icing call. First real good sustained pressure for the Allies in quite a while. Maybe even, I think they actually had a good shift like that in the first half. But this game has been all Ballbusters, folks. They don't take a lot of chances. They don't take a lot of risks. They don't have defensemen that pinch up. They're very positionally sound. They scored just enough to win. Put them in against Canassi. Canassi wins that. Back the other way as Duluth chases him down. Shrey on the other side. A lot of ball support along that wall there as Duluth gets the ball. And that one is it going to go all the way down for an icing? It does. The Allies' pressure continues. It looks like Canassi, is that Canassi? I think that's Canassi. They're bent over a little bit, so he looks like he might be a little winded now. Not easy playing with the mask folks. No one's happy about it, but it's something that they have to do here. If you want to play hockey, you got to play with these masks. Meanwhile, nice face-off win. O'Connor shot doesn't get through though. Schrey, now Cooperman coming in for some support. He tries to get it towards the net. Trying to take another shot. Can't get any shots through. Kunikil comes out. Stopping that one cold is Kunikil. Cooperman against Kanasi again. And where is it? Looks like the Allies have possession of it. Leone trying to keep that in. Coop, backhand shot. Dangerous shot there. Up along the wall. O'Connor's waiting for it. Can he keep it in? He does. Goes to the other side for a delude. He turns, he circles, he fires! Off the side. There's Schrey going for it as Pat O'Connor jumps way in. And we have a 2-on-1 situation. O'Connor comes back though. 3-on-1. Coop coming back. A lot of energy being spent here. O'Connor with it, wanting Miscalco to take it. And Mike does. And Canesi feels like that's enough good work there for him to go off and take a break. It's face off now. Here under our camera. As McCormick steps in against Coop. And McCormick, he just wants to win everything forward, it looks like. He centers it. O'Connor's waiting for it, though. Off the stick of Miscalco, and down it goes. Doug Stewart chasing it. Tony and Schrey after him. Stewart immediately fires it up along that wall. Here's Leone for Schrey, for O'Connor. Nice play by Schrey and O'Connor there, but O'Connor loses the handle on it. Coop keeps it in, covering for O'Connor, sending it into the corner. Miscalco trying to get that shot, and it goes past Coop all the way down. Is it an icing? No. Leone, picked up, shot. Mike Miscalco down, another shot, and a goal! Well, I'm not really sure what happened there. Leone had it. Looked like he put it on the stick of a ball buster, which has happened multiple times in this game. And the ball busters with, I wouldn't normally call a 2-goal lead commanding, but knowing how the ball busters play and how the players are wearing masks, it's definitely harder to push. O'Connor, long shot. That misses. Now what do we got? Are they going to call that icing? I think they are. Yeah, that appears to be an icing call. I thought he had the blue line, but not much of a protest. Maybe it was offside. Looks like Schrey may have been outside there. All right, O'Connor. Nice face-off win by Cooperman. O'Connor going the other way, back for Schrey. McCormick with a shot and a goal! Another turnover here by the defense. And that's clearly a commanding 3-goal lead now for the ball busters. Wow. The Allies just putting it on sticks that are being held by players wearing teal and not red. It's great for the ball busters. They take this 3-0 lead here. Game 2 will be Saturday night at 8 p.m., I believe. And if this lead holds up, it's an opportunity for the ball busters to close this season out with a championship. All the way down it goes. Mike Grady thinks better of that backhand. Sends it all the way down. Chipped over for Doug Stewart. He'll look to dump it. They're going to keep on the dumperama here, as that clock will just keep moving. We'll see if they actually give the goalies a water break or not. Players get ready for a face-off. Gambino. Looks like he was trying to go forward that time. Where is it? All the way back down. Is it another icing? No. Looks like O'Connor may have kept that in. Straight with a quick shot. Into the corner. And Jimbo Brunetti calling something there. What's he got? Is it a call? Looked like he was calling something. No one heading to the box. I think he's going to say that it was offside. Or maybe it's a high stick in the air. Yeah, I think maybe that's what that call was. Jimbo's not talking now. Well, he probably is, knowing Jimbo, let's be honest. All the way down it goes. Long shot by O'Connor. Kunakeel throws himself wide. And they ice it. As the clock continues to tick. You can be sure that a veteran like Phil Gambino is intimately aware of that clock. He will call a timeout when the time is right. As the Blue comes back onto the floor, he's having a debate with Jimbo about something. Two lefties on the point now here for the Allies. Gambino. Back for O'Connor. Wrist shot. Does not get through. Talbot trying to get it out. O'Connor jumps in. Take it away. Then he recovers. Back for Tony Miscalco. Back for O'Connor. And we have a breakout. Odd man rush. 2-on-1 here. Quick shot over the shoulder of Mike Miscalco. And the Allies are breaking out now. Dulude leaves it for Miscalco. He shoots towards the net. Allies trying to get some offense. Mike Randy keeps that in. Manchak looks the other way and gets it out. Leone with it. Off the wall. It looked like he was trying to go to himself, but he let Tony Miscalco get it, and then he has his pocket picked. Shot on. Perfectly what the Ballbusters want. Danny Adamczyk. Danny Adamczyk and Frankie Canassi have been playing together for many, many years. Probably a good 15 years, maybe more. They go all the way back to the Flyers 3. Captained by everyone's friend, Gary Rogalski. Where have you gone, Gary Rogalski? We all miss you. Casey McCormick now. Will he try to go forward once again? Gambino talking. Will he call a timeout? No, but he is meandering his way into that. The clock is stopped. Ah, we have the mandatory water break. There it is, folks. Okay. Yep, in case he wanted to continue to go forward. The shot from the point by Manchak, who has been playing D, I guess, the whole game. How about that? No Santilli tonight. Schrey gets it. Off the D, trying to get around Talbot. Couldn't quite do it. Into the corner it goes. Talbot with an out. With Dulude and Schrey on him. Schrey has it. Trying to set up that shot. Couldn't do it. Talbot wants to engage Schrey as much as possible. O'Connor backhanding that in deep. Talbot tries to backhand it out for O'Connor in front. Did not score. Can't tell you if it was a big save or not, unfortunately, but it was a big opportunity. Now Leone with a shot to point. That's blocked. Lots of shots being blocked here by the Ballbusters. McCormick trying to get it out. Leone keeping it in. Dulude on the side of the net. Trying to jam it in. Schrey in there too. Now Dulude back battling Manchak. Kind of a cluster or something there or another. Schrey, good look for Leone. He rips a shot, but that one's blocked. McCormick off the wall. Schrey keeps it in. Leone for O'Connor. He dipsy doodles. Cuts to the slot. Ran out of room. Back to the point. Leone back down towards O'Connor. Great pressure here by the Allies. One defenseman back. That's Leone. He keeps it in. Another shot by Leone. All the way down for Delude. And down it goes. As the Allies, with a ton of great pressure here, could not produce a goal. Lots of great looking offense. Oh, so promising. Ballbusters trying to hang on for this 3-goal lead here. Ballbusters don't give up a lot of goals. In fact, coming into the playoffs, they averaged just 1.70 goals against. O'Connor intercepts a pass, takes a wrister, and throws it all the way down. Along the wall, O'Connor intercepts that one. Walks in, runs out of room, looking to the side. Coop tries to swing over for him, but everybody's pretty well covered. Coop keeps it in. Then he does not. He's got some trouble coming. Coop ought to be happy that it ended that way because Nixdorf, I believe, is that Nixdorf? Yeah, he was about to intercept that ball if Coop went back up along the wall. Nixdorf was reading that one perfectly. I'd say Nixdorf was reading that like he reads a book, but I don't think Nixdorf can read. Sorry, Tom. You know we love you, baby. All right, Coop against Canassi. Canassi trying to go forward. Where is it? Nixdorf will keep this one in. Carpenter on the stick of O'Connor. He finds Schrey perfectly. Whoops, Tony almost went offside, did not. Schrey into the middle. Randy shooting it far side. As the Allies really try to pinch and push. Schrey walking through people, couldn't get the shot. Mike Randy trying to keep it in. O'Connor for support. Cooperman comes all the way down. 2 people on him. Up the far wall or out? I guess it must have gone out. Clock ticks down. 4:18, 4:17. This might be a good time for a timeout. But it doesn't look like they're going to use it here. 4:05. 4 minutes. Canassi went forward last time. Will he do it again? Tried and did. Whoop. Okay, and now Schrey with it. He's got Doug Stewart in front of him. Tries to cut past Stewart. Couldn't do it. Canassi has to hold up. He'll just throw it all the way down. No surprise. 3:38 on the clock. O'Connor being chased by Carpenter. Across for Randy. He walks in. He's got a shooting lane. Takes it. Misses. O'Connor thought about the point, but the ballbuster saw that and read it. Here's Stewart leading a 3-on-2 charge. Slowly developing, but it's here. Shot blocked by Coop. Mike Randy up for Tony Miscalco. Shoots. Right on. And Kunikeel stops it. And it looks like we have a timeout now with 3:04 to go. Allies need to come up with 3 goals on 3 shots. Unless Brian Delude can map up a 3-goal play, they're going to need 3 different shots in 3 minutes. Entirely doable. The Allies' offense last week, I believe, netted them 10 goals in 3 games. So they were definitely on a hot streak. Of course, a lot of that offense was supplied by Jimmy Kalish, who did not qualify for the playoffs. He played 4 games, and 2 of them were last week. He had 3 goals. 2 of those goals were game winners for the Allies. So him not qualifying is a big loss for the Allies. Pure finisher on the sidelines. Of course, the Allies also, without Greg Matska, the veteran defenseman, who's just a minute muncher, plays fantastic defense and has a very hard shot. He's obviously missed, as is Casey Mublow, the starting goaltender, long-time starting goaltender. In fact, he was the Skateless Allies goaltender from day one, circa 2017. Leone with a shot from the point. Mike Miscalco filling in quite admirably as the Allies, with a lot of pressure, Duluth down there all around that net, trying to make it happen. Only Leone is back. Now Miscalco, Tony running up along that wall, 242. He backhands it deep. It goes into the corner for Duluth. Coming out, circling, firing, goes into that far corner. Here's O'Connor, back to Miscalco. He takes a shot from that point. Miscalco keeps it in again. Down for O'Connor. Yep, he's battling against a couple of players. Talbot trying to get it out, can't do it. Here's Duluth going under the net. Nope, back the other way. All sorts of action within just a couple of feet of could have killed. Miscalco again with a shot from that point. Tony keeping everything in, doing a great job back there for the Allies. The Ballbusters barely hanging on here. O'Connor jumps in on it, and a shot and a goal! As young Pat O'Connor jumps into the slot. He'd been up the entire shift from his defensive position. The ball bounced into the high slot area. He jumped all over it, ripped the shot, may have even gotten it out of the air. That breaks the shutout. And the Allies' goal pace stays on pace. They needed a goal a minute. They got a goal in about a minute and 5 seconds. They've got almost 2 minutes to go. We'll see if Brian Duluth's plan continues to work. Cooperman, back for O'Connor. Over for Leone. Chips it ahead for Schrey. Back for Leone. O'Connor keeping it, wrists it long distance, it goes high. Coop with a shot off that rebound. And what do we have? Oh, it looks like we have a face-off. Ballbusters trying to do everything they can to mitigate the damage here. Just trying to hang on for a 2-goal lead now. Or a 2-goal win, I should say. Miscalco keeping that in along the wall. Schrey, a lot of good work by him. Coop, nice pass for Tony Miscalco. Takes a shot. O'Connor, all the way down there. Tries to center that. Loses control. Coop with a shot. O'Connor. 2 players on O'Connor. Loses control of it. Where is it? Tony Miscalco. Oh, couldn't keep that one in. With a ball buster on him hard. And Canassi sends it all the way down. Here's Leone, as we'll see if the Allies look to pull Mike Miscalco out of the goal. Here's Leone. He's going to bring it in. Self-breakout, dump and chase where Talbot awaits. Here's Coop. 43 seconds. For Gambino, will that be offside? It is. Just as well for the Allies as the clock was ticking. Does stop. Cooperman comes off. Mike Miscalco staying in the goal. Canassi having some words there with his longtime running mate, Danny Adamczyk. Gambino versus Canassi. And here for Leone. Across for O'Connor. And he'll walk this one in. Gets over the line. Gets over the other line. Into the corner. Behind the net. For Duluth. Mike Miscalco comes out of the goal. Duluth rips it. Shot by Schrey. From the point by Leone. Leone trying to keep it in and does. Duluth turns, fires, misses wide, 7 seconds. Leone trying to keep it in. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. And that's it, folks. The Ballbusters with a big win. They take game 1 by the score of 3-1. They look to close this one out, end the fall 2020 season with a championship on Saturday night. That game's scheduled for 8 p.m., I believe. If they win there, they'll take the championship. If they should lose, they'll go to a game 3 sometime on Sunday. That time to be determined. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's Joey Delgado. I'm still Joey Delgado. I called the action for you. I hope it didn't annoy you too much. That's all we've got. Have a great night.
Temperature.